This lecture in early May, so last 2 months we have gone through these lectures, medical terminology. So in addition to those lectures before May, and we will get this done today. Today is 9th for me. So because of and due to of coronavirus pandemic, we were not able to do face-to-face lecture. So this is very unusual lecture. I never done before. Okay, anyhow. So today's last lecture, we like to do 3 things. Number 1, terminology in dermatology, and imaging means that's a new word for radiology. And last lecture, that include to prepare for our final exam, going to be in a week. So I found out that I find that you are going to be busy to do this homework, some of you to do research paper, and prepare for the final exam. That is certainly busy for you. So I hope everybody does a good job. And so we would like to have a happy ending. That means good grade, so that you go to the next semester. That means, last semester for your pre-med, and then enter so-called medical school. So welcome to the medical school. Since I'm not going to be there, so this last lecture. So I hope that I will make this clear. And also, I'm concerned about my voice. The recording is not that clear. So I need to speak slow and with some pause so that you will get some ideas what I'm saying with the help of this slide. All right. So here's an announcement. Review. Last week, we did 2 medical terminologies of psychiatry, that means including psychology, and pharmacology, that it's another way to say therapeutics. So that is 2 things we did. I have emphasized that psychiatry, psychology are very important. That, of course, cannot be alone without your good medical scientific knowledge, but these are like together, right hand, left hand. If you have both together, that'll be fantastic. If you have only one-sided, that is not gonna make your patient healed. So healing works. It's not one by one and by the 2, like mind over body, body over mind. So these are the 2 things important. And I told you therapeutics, it's another vocabulary for pharmacology from clinician's point of view. My point of view, I read textbook of pharmacology, I told you, but I practice therapeutics. So therapeutics, I practice. And I want to also bring up this little new ideas. Why people got mad or mentally ill and become neurotic and psychotic. How come the patient, the healthy body, good baby is born and raised very well, but all of a sudden around age 20, they become sick mentally. Most often, that young people become schizophrenic. How come? Well, I propose this idea. When you see the patient who are sick mentally with this concept, you are going to be a very kind doctor to them, to understand. Remember, the story of Banana Prince and the concept I'm proposing to you, insanity for survival. A patient, well, a young man, a young lady become insane to survive because she and he cannot survive with sanity. So, by changing from sanity, good mind, or you can call it right mind, into insane world. I'm crazy, so I became happy instead of crying. I laugh instead of crying. I am happy instead of sadness. So, your position as a physician, you become compassionate with a patient. Oh, my patient became insane because she cannot survive with this world of sanity. So that banana prince became insane. So that's what he says, I'm a monkey and eating bananas and taking all my clothes off because monkey doesn't have any clothes. So in that moment, you will come like a doctor. I told you the last doctor who came rescued that banana prince. And you will be the person to understand that insanity. So again, this is kind of a strange idea. How come a crazy person is happy? Of course, they're happy. And how come we say this world is something strange? But again, this is the important part. Think about it. Why the person has to be crazy? So that means you will be the doctor to live in two worlds, sane world and insane world. So that is what doctor is supposed to be. That analogy goes to the priest, 목사님. The 목사님, 무당, and 스님, they are the unique person. They live in two worlds. This world here and other world and beyond. So in two worlds, they are helping the people on earth to be good and to love each other and to help each other, to comfort each other so that they are able to live in harmony. That's what they are doing. So the doctors, the sort of priest. So you are going into the world of Holy Land. That's what you're doing it when you become a doctor, remember. All right, so again, you are going to give medicine in pharmacology. So you will keep your patient in sanity of the body. So that's pharmacology. And then it is very important part, again, in psychiatry. Often your patient loses the will to live or loses the meaning of life. And then they will become crazy and depressed, insomniac, and so forth. Angry, and they kill themselves. So that's the meaning of life is very important in psychiatry and in old people when they are at the end of life. Why did I live in this world? What did I do? Do I have a meaning of life in this old age, like me, 74? And I have meaning of life. I found out two things among many. Of course, I don't mean these are the only two. My meaning of life for now is to teach you. Yeah, I'm here to give my speech to the empty seats to you in spirit, to give you my idea of meaning of life as a doctor of age 74 towards you, so that you will reflect upon my ideas, use my ideas, my meaning of life to become a good doctor. So that's the number one reason I'm here. The second reason I'm here, I'm almost finishing up my geriatric practice. I have become a doctor for old people, age 80, 90 years old, grandma, grandpa, 할멈, 할아범 in Jeju ways, and to help them so that they will have some meaning of life for the rest of their life, maybe 1 month, hopefully 1 year, could go home. But I've done last 13 months doing it, and so that's my second way of telling you a second meaning of life. And also I want to emphasize these two things before it goes fast. Now, to survive in this world psychologically sane, psychologically productive, psychologically helpful, we need to understand the defense mechanisms. In the world, it's not always friendly for you. This coming exam, it's I don't call it friendly, it's a kind of challenge for you to study and memorize all those terms. But like a swimmer, when you swim, remember, when you see small wave coming, hey, you swim above the wave. That way you don't get wet, and that way you will see the world above the water. But when you see the big wave coming towards you, what do? You duck, go under the wave, swim under to come out. So that's what I call, there are two kinds of defense mechanisms. One is good. In other words, you see the situation like going over the small wave, go under the big wave. That's very healthy and good defense mechanisms. What is a bad one? The opposite. When you do the opposite way, you will be in trouble. So by learning these defense mechanisms, use it right kind, right situation. That is what you could survive. Let's say a good example, you're the young people. Let's say I love a lady and I fell in love. My heart is burning. What do? Well, you say that I love you. However, that's not always easy in real life and in your creative stories of life. Romeo and Juliet, you remember the Bovary lady Bovary, and all different stories. Or Anna, the Tolstoy's Anna Karenina's, right? And that's not always easy. So then when you do that and you make decisions what to do I have another choice of lady to be married? Think about it. Yeah, it could be more choice. So when you then make right decisions what to do by using defense mechanisms, you could survive in this world. So you don't have to survive in this world the best idealistic way. No, it rarely happens that way. So like exam, like swimming, and like your love stories, or my love stories, that using right mechanisms, defense mechanisms, that will help you. So learn how many kinds of defense mechanisms there are. They are good kind, they are bad kind, they are medium kind, in the middle, neutral. So, and then going to the next subject called resilience. Remember, resilience. In your life, when you use right defense mechanisms, right health, right survival skills, and everything that you learned to enter this medical school, now you are going to use more, stronger. So you become more stronger, more resilient in going this next 4.5 years medical school and trainings and everything, maybe next 10 years. So to be resilient, you use 2 resources. Number 1, your own attitude, using right mechanisms and right reflections. Be humble, kind, and so forth. The second way is ask help. In my life, there are more than what I can count, so many difficult times. What did I do? I asked help. Where? Well, there could be many places to ask help. Just do it. If you don't do it, you will be isolated and insulated and depressed, and you will become sad. The world in front of you will be black. And what happens? That's the reason Korean people kill themselves most often in the world. So don't go that directions. What do? Ask help. Help me, I'm dying. Help me, I cannot breathe, I cannot sleep. I'm alone, I'm crying, help me. So you can ask your family, help me. You can ask your friend, good friend. That's the reason you need to keep the good friend. Good enough to open your heart and your trouble and share with your friends. And ask heaven. So that's the reason religion comes here to rescue you, because that's another place to ask. So ask whomever you see as your spiritual guide in relations. Okay, I think I spoke too much, and then I better go to next slide. I have only few. Researcher assignment for the next. You will see this slide, and this is all of you. Rest of that I gave you one by one, and these, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 person. You will choose one of the 5 topics. Anatomy of the skin is in your textbook. Read it, study, memorize. And also the other topic is eczema, 거은진, eczema, melanoma, 흑색종, melanoma, shingles, and scabies. So you will write 1 page or 2 pages of your report, but remember you put medical terminology. That's the reason you are writing. Yeah. So medical terminology should be written in both, in English and Korean. So you can learn medical terminology in your assignment. So that's what you're going to do. And if you feel that, oh, I like to do something in radiology, fine, you can do that. You can select out. But as long as I get your report by next week, that means when we have exam, and email me, so I will respond to you. I'll make a copy of it, and I will return you homework, everything what I received to 오선 선생님. So you will get that. All right. So that's assignment. Final exam. I hope this is correct. June 24th, that's Wednesday, from 3 to 4 at our university hospital auditorium on the 2nd floor, right? So that will meet you over